Hello, Alex.
Hi, Chantal. Anne Robinson.
Katherine Parkinson.
Oh yeah, the
See it?
hoops. It's the hoops.
Trademark hoops. So this time, Alex, you've asked us contestants to interview you. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct, Katherine.
And what's my full name?
Katherine Jane Parkinson.
Jane. How did you find out about the Jane?
How did I find out about it?
That my middle name is Jane.
What happened was I met your husband secretly.
Husband, yes.
Your
Yes, no, you're
husband.
right. Yes.
I met him secretly and said, "Tell me what your wife's middle name is, or I'll kick your head in."
I didn't know you'd ever met my husband.
I've had an affair with him.
The Anna affair.
Brief one.
Okay.
As a student.
Is it over?
Depends who you ask.
Okay. Can I just say you look really stylish in your outfit?
It's only top man.
Where do you think Katherine Jane Ryan?
I'm flattered by the comparison. You should be flattered. You should be so lucky, you
Where do you think
ginger bitch. Sorry.
You just called me a ginger bitch.
I take that back.
Well, it sounded like you called me a ginger bitch.
Sorry, it just came out. I'm so sorry. I think gingers are wonderful.
Thank you.
And I don't think you're a bitch.
Where do you think Katherine Jane Parkinson, am from originally?
Well, you've got, if you don't mind me saying, a really nasal twang, sort of slightly estuary, but pretending to be posh. So I think you're probably from a really rubbish part of Surrey.
So Woking?
Sort of more like Tolworth.
Tolworth?
Not that that's rubbish. No, it was rubbish in the 80s.
In your opinion, what is the best decision that Katherine Parkinson, has ever made?
I think your best ever decision that you've ever... What, you mean on this show or in general?
Just says best ever.
I think your best ever decision that you ever made was to... I actually really like that shade of red.
You don't often compliment me while I'm doing the task.
No, sorry.
On my hair.
It's just very striking. It's got lovely copper. I think the best decision you've ever made was saying yes to Taskmaster.
I feel that as well.
Because I think what you've shown is that you think more laterally than you ever realised. And yes, you might have failed in lots of basic and obvious ways.
Have I?
Yes, you might have humiliated yourself in lots of the tasks. Yes, you might have shown yourself to be really quite thick in some respects, but in other ways, you've really shown yourself to think outside the box.
There were 3 yeses there before you got to the good bit.
Yeah.
Okay, you seem to know a lot about me. You've been observing me.
Of course, it depends on the edit about how you come across, but I could just say categorically now that you have, in many tasks, shown great intelligence.
Are you in the edit?
I think I will be in the show because I'm the main sort of guy, apart from the other one, him.
Yeah, I think you're not the main guy. That's my opinion. Do you think I quite like cabbages?
I think you have never done the cabbage diet because you've got friends that have done it that reported some
bad things. When I was at school, do you think I was one of the really, really cool kids?
Well, the thing is, Katherine, people don't know about your school days, so you can rewrite it as suits you. So the fact that you were knobby no mates a little bit, standing in a corner, people kind of avoiding you, maybe shouting Ginger or Garfield.
I'd forgotten that they called me Garfield.
Because you did have an uncanny resemblance to Garfield the cat for about 3 years in your junior school, and then just the beginning of your secondary school. But nobody knows that, so you can say, yeah, I was kind of one of the cool kids. Everyone wanted to be me.
One of the really, really cool kids. Okay, this question, you wrote this question, didn't you?
Yes.
It says, hey Alex, out of interest, do you have ever done anything naughty? So it says there, do you have ever done anything naughty?
I have bought and sold a lot of drugs.
Bought and sold.
Yeah.
You buy them in.
I still do it.
Okay. Where do you buy them from?
I buy them from pharmacies, and then I sell them to people and pretend that they're illegal drugs, but they're actually just anodine.
So is that illegal?
It's false advertising, yeah.
False advertising is the main problem. From what you've seen...
I'm Alex, aren't I?
Yes, you're Alex, I'm Katherine.
Yeah.
From what you've seen, do you think I, Katherine Parkinson, have a chance of winning Taskmaster? No. A quick one. Do you think I've ever been to Ipswich?
What are you saying? Sorry.
Do you think Katherine Parkinson, myself, has ever been to Ipswich?
I think there's a lot of Ipswich in you, but I don't think you've ever been. I think you've got an Ipswich vibe because you're from a sort of similar sort of place, but I don't think you've ever been.
Switch vibe. I have never been. Have I got a strong opinion about space exploration or NASA?
Yes, you have.
Am I pro or con?
Very pro.
I am pro.
And it's something that I think you always expected it's a field you always expected to end up in. And I would say to you, don't worry, you might be in, show business now, but the night is yet young-ish.
How old am I?
It depends. Wikipedia says one thing, nothing to do with you. I know that you've tried to change that Wikipedia page and match it to the correct birth certificate, but they're having none of it. But you are a bit older than Wikipedia says, aren't you?
Right.
Aren't you?
Not much.
Not much, but...
8 years.
Yeah.
What channel is Taskmaster on, Alex? And what time and what day and how long is an episode?
It's on Channel 5. It's a daytime TV show. It's on at 2 p.m. and then repeated at 3 p.m.
Oh, immediately after?
Yeah. And it's... What was the other question?
That was it, really. What day? Oh, what day?
It's any day you like, really. It's on Saturdays and it's on Mondays every other week.
Every other Monday.
Is this a task, what we're doing now?
You asked me to interview you.
Ah, okay.
Do I, Katherine Parkinson, prefer climbing or wrestling? If I had to do a course of one of them for 6 months, which one would it be? And also, what do I think about just before falling asleep?
Is that the same question,
yeah,
or is that two questions?
Yeah,
You've
grouped
kind of,
together.
okay. Well, obviously wrestling. You've actually done a course in wrestling. Recently. That's not true, but that's all right. And what was the second one? What do you think about before going to
just
sleep?
Just immediately before falling asleep.
I often have dreams about... Oh, sorry. Oh, my God. It's like that in the mirror. Drawing back. It's just... Why do I can't retain it?
You can tell me what you have and then you can tell me what
Well,
I have.
I was going to say that if I was Katherine, which I'm not, I imagine Katherine often thinks about smoking because she's an ex-smoker and she often has little fantasies about smoking.
When you say she, you mean me?
You, yeah. Cigarettes. Oh my God.
Yes, no, I did used to smoke. I smoked a lot.
How many did you smoke, Katherine?
In total? 1,000.
Did you make a point of only smoking? That's very
when
precise.
When it got to 4 figures, I thought, that's a lot of cigarettes.
It's amazing because you look so well on it. What's your health routine? Health regime? What's your regime, Katherine?
I do a lot of Tabata exercises.
A lot of what?
Tabata?
What the fuck's that?
Those 7-minute ones on YouTube. Get them done.
Right.
Yeah. Finally, have I enjoyed myself, in your opinion?
Hang on, so you're asking me. Hang on. Just by the way, I'm very clever. You'll just have to work this out, though.
You're Alex.
You're asking me as Katherine's asking Alex if he's enjoyed himself. Yeah.
If she's enjoyed herself.
I'm Alex. Hang on. Hang on. You've just asked me, as Katherine.
Have I enjoyed myself, in your opinion?
Oh, okay. No. No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay, in your opinion.
In my opinion, but But I did like the lunches.
Okay, well, thank you. It's been nice to be interviewed by you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. One of us should leave now, I think.
Well, thank you, Katherine. It's been a great pleasure, and I'm a huge, huge fan of all your work.
Well, thank you. Very kind of you. All
Right.
of it.
No, actually, but some of it.
For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.